is the Barbados International Hockey Festival going?
I think so far it's going good. We had an excellent first day. I think we even had a way better opening. This year we did the opening in St. Lawrence Gap. We invited some sponsors to speak, some partners, all of the teams, and we had a fantastic 2 days so far, and we look forward to an equally good or even better rest of the week.
Who do you have competing in the festival this year?
So this year, I think we're now picking back and re-establishing the tournament. We have about 18 individual teams that come out of about 11 clubs. Most of those teams are local, but we do have Trinidad and Tobago Police Service hockey team from Trinidad. We have some contingents from the UK, namely Riverside, and we do have a contingent from the USA as well, hailing from New York, the New York Islanders, and they've integrated into some of the local teams here. So the festival is played across 4 competition categories: men's, women's, mixed, and masters, which is over 35, and the mixed category is 5 men, 5 women, and the goalkeeper can be either, and that's how it's traditionally been played for the last 37 years.
I want to talk to you about local hockey now. What's the standard of Barbados hockey?
So I think the standard is still pretty good. Obviously, we haven't been playing as much as we would like over the last 2 years. This competition is actually the first competition we've had for the year. But we do still have our senior national teams and our under 21 junior teams training for international competition, which is scheduled for very early next year. So we're still working towards that, and for the rest of the year we do hope to get some club hockey back going. But I'm pretty satisfied with the standard, and I think most of the clubs are as well.
What's the process of developing young talent?
So we do have a partnership with the National Sports Council, which the Barbados Hockey Federation finds very important. They run the primary schools hockey and the secondary schools hockey, what we call the Schools League. We partner with them, we give them support for that. And from the primary school level into the secondary school level, we then have the under 21 national structure, and those 2 competitions that feed each other feed into that, which then feed into the club structure. There's still a bit of work that we need to do as an association to streamline that and get that going again, because obviously COVID has basically restricted everything and every process, so we now have to work on building that up. We haven't had a primary schools competition or a secondary schools league now for the last 2 years, so it's something that with the help of the council we hope to get going again next year.
Have you seen a decline in people coming back to hockey since the pandemic?
I think we've seen a small decline, but tournaments like this help keep it going, and I think the response from local players and local clubs to this hockey festival has shown that there's a repressed desire to come back out and play, and they're certainly taking the opportunity to do so. I mean, they came out in their numbers to the opening. It was very well supported yesterday. We have support here today, so I think the interest is coming back, and once we get the international program going again with the national teams and so on, and we get the league going and we get the youth going again, I think we can pull back some interest.
How do we go about getting those club hockey matches back on?
I think we just have to schedule it. The restrictions thus far have been favorable. We had some challenges with them before, but I think we're at a stage now where we just need to host the competition and get the clubs and players back out. As a board, we decided to start this year with the festival because of the atmosphere that it provides, the excitement, the enthusiasm, and we hope that these local players, continue that into the rest of the year, into the competitions that we have planned, and that is the incentive to get them out and get them back there.
Barbados be touring anytime soon?
Yes, actually we do have a very hectic international schedule coming up, in my opinion. We've been provisionally chosen to host the Junior Pan American Championships here in Barbados. That's an under 21 tournament in both men's and women's, or boys and girls. That sees teams across this hemisphere, North America, South America, Central Caribbean, playing for a spot in the Junior Hockey World Cup. So that's one tournament that's set for April. And then we've qualified for the CSC games in both men and women. So our senior teams are training for that as well. And that tournament is late June to July, I believe. So we do have about 4 national programs going right now in preparation for that. And as I mentioned, the CSC games and the Under 21 tournament, we are trying to host a warm-up competition here in December, so you can look out for that. So far, we expect to have the Ghana national team, both their Under 21 men and their senior men here, to play a bit of test matches against our side to help prepare for those 2 tournaments. So we do have a fairly interesting, fairly full international schedule coming up.